Hello! This is the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie bringing you another completely normal episode of our podcast.
Nothing is strange about this one. It's completely normal.
We're going to be watching anime today. Isn't that normal?
Just like we did last week.
Just like we did on our cool April Fool's episode where we did, everything by the books.
Jojo, I don't remember recording an April Fool's episode.
No, we just happened to record and release an episode on April Fool's Day. That's all I'm saying.
It's April 1st. I don't personally believe in April Fool's Day.
I don't personally believe in April.
It's never happened to me.
It's still March.
You've never been fooled in your life?
I only ever remember April 2nd.
April 2nd, Fool Me Twice Day.
So, yeah. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and get the podcast going?
Yeah.
This bitch run its course.
No.
Yeah. I'm Blackle. And nothing new about me other than that I had a nice weekend with my family. And,
nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool. I'm Joey, and I'm here to escape. From what, you may ask? Everything.
Yeah. Real winners quit.
Real winners quit.
Last week for me has been basically just me attempting to buy things for which I have the money, but I am not allowed to buy the thing.
Yeah, I understand.
PS5, manga.
Take my money.
Nobody wants my money. I'm a pariah.
I just don't. Let him have the thing.
I'm a pariah in all aspects except one. Let's get into the news. It snuck up
yeah.
on me. Okay, the news goes like this. First of all, listeners of the show may not know that I am also occasionally a visual artist. And I started a project a couple of days ago related to Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. And then they announced that Stone Ocean is confirmed, so you're welcome.
Jolene. 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 I can't. My girl. I'm so excited. My best Jojo. You did this. Thank you.
I'm pretty hyped about it. I was not as hot on part 5 as some people were, but everything I've seen about part 6 makes me think that I will like it better.
Part 6, very good. Takes place in the Hell State.
In Florida. Framed for murder and sent to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Sounds
see.
like an anime.
It is an anime. Anyway.
It's going to be.
Whoa.
So, let's see what else we got. Okay. I'm going to tackle this because I don't think anybody here is actually that familiar with the property. I have to say, Takeo Saito is putting in the fucking work because he is about to reach a Guinness World Record for volumes of manga released. With the 200th volume of Gogol 13.
What?
He is only the second person to reach this milestone after a different author named Osamu Akamoto reached it with his police comedy manga, except his was the 200th and final volume. Gogol 13 looks like it's just going to keep going. For as long as Takeo draws breath, apparently.
How many volumes does One Piece have? That's my curiosity.
You could look that up, but I don't know. He's been doing Gogol for like 52 years at this point.
No, yeah. For sure. It's for sure longer.
It's
I'm just
too much.
mad curious.
God, I'm looking at his face, and This is the hardest old Japanese comic book writer I've ever seen.
How
Are you
old
gonna-
is he?
He looks like Danny Trejo.
Are you
How-
gonna slide
how
us that
old?
JPEG or?
I have no idea how old he is.
Apparently, One Piece is only the 25th longest manga by volume count.
Damn.
Wow,
For comparison.
gotta step it up.
But yeah, that guy is putting in the work, and I don't know if I'll ever read it, but I have nothing but respect for for the fucking commitment to the bit.
Yeah. Oh man, good for him though. Good for him.
And our last bit of news is another favorite crotchety old bastard from the anime industry. Turns out Hideki Anno is going to be directing the new Kamen Rider movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's going to be called Shin Kamen Rider, because of course it is.
Of course it is.
I choose to believe that this takes place in the same universe as Shin Godzilla.
I was going to say that as well. I was like, yes.
And Evangelion. Anyway,
Yes, it's all the same universe.
it's all the same universe.
Why don't the Avas simply fight the Godzilla? What? Godzilla could fight the angels. Fuck that. That would be a great movie.
That would be
It would be.
rad.
I'd watch that.
That would be so morally unambiguous.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man, but yeah, look into that if you're into the masked hero with the bug eyes.
Check it
All
out.
right. So I think it's about time for us to break open a new show.
A new
Yes.
television show.
There's no real special circumstances this time, so I think Blackle was going to pick something maybe from the inventory.
Yeah, I was looking here. I was looking around. Every single time I pick something specifically, it always bites me in the ass. But you know, I'm a glutton for punishment, so this one has been in the list for a while, and I've just been like, what is that? I want to know. It's called The Disastrous Life of Sati K.
Oh shit.
Of who?
Or Saiki K. Sorry.
Saiki K.
I read the K as a T. That was my mistake.
You did.
I did.
Let's watch the show.
Let's watch it.
Oh, psyche, like psychic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Didn't
smart.
even click.
I didn't know that until I pronounced it in the show, to be honest.
Yeah. That's funny because you said it right when Blackle was trying to read it. You were like, oh, psyche.
I can't
So,
read.
what do we think here? Oh God, I didn't get us a blurb.
Oh yeah.
Gotta go fetch that.
My first impression was while I was like at the beginning of the episode, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be that good. I don't know about this. But as it progressed, I was like, okay, they're doing funny jokes.
Yeah.
Stop doing the funny jokes.
So you think it's just like, oh, this is gonna be about like Mob Psycho, but worse, and then you're just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They're just playing this like
Psycho, but different.
They're just playing
I was gonna
this
say
like a gag comic.
I was gonna say Mob Psycho, but if Mob Psycho was like slice of life comedy instead of a shonen.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, I was just like, wait, did one draw from the other? I was just like, no, they were contemporary. Psyche K was published in shonen magazines, and Mob Psycho was on the internet. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Convergent evolution?
If I were to compare this to Mob Psycho, I would say Mob Psycho is like the comedy is what's the word? Like it's definitely like Mob Psycho is definitely funny at parts, but it's more like comic relief.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then
and
this
it's
is just
subtler. Whereas
It is.
Psychic Day comes up and tells you a joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
exactly.
Oh, this is a big blurb.
Oh boy.
I'd like to read the blurb.
Yes. Let Blackle have the
To the
blurb.
average person, psychic abilities might seem a blessing. For Kuso Saiki, however, this couldn't be further from the truth. Gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural abilities ranging from telepathy to X-ray vision, he finds this so-called blessing to be nothing more than a curse. As all the inconveniences of his powers cause as all the inconveniences his powers cause constantly pile up, all Kuso aims for is an ordinary, hassle-free life, a life where ignorance is bliss. Unfortunately, the life of a psychic is far from quiet. Though Kuso tries to stay out of the spotlight by keeping his powers a secret from his classmates, he ends up inadvertently attracting the attention of many odd characters, such as empty-headed Riki Nendou and the delusional Shun Kaido. Forced to deal with all the craziness of these people, Kuso comes to learn that an ordinary life that he's been striving for is a lot more difficult to achieve than expected. That was a lot.
So yeah, it feels like Mob Psycho, but it feels like Mob Psycho got isekai'd into the four coma dimension.
Yeah.
Holy
exactly.
shit. That's the way to put it, yes.
So, like, where do we want to start? There was a couple of different bits in this. There was the bit
Oh
where
man.
he was just talking about being a psychic. There was there was the fight between his parents.
Yeah, so there's like chunks. This episode like you could say that it's sorted into like maybe 3 or 4 main chunks.
Yeah, it's skits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The first one was his parents, well, the very first one is him introducing himself, and he was like, "When I was a baby, I started speaking when I was 14 days old, but it was like telepathic, and then he started walking, but it was in the air." And then he did his first chores, which his mother was like, "We need more rice wine," and then he disappears, and then he reappears with
He
like
just
5
reappears
bottles.
with all the
He
bottles
bought,
of rice wine
bought
Yeah.
5
sitting on
bottles
the
of
counter, and
urine.
he's like, "Goo."
Yeah, and then, like, his parents are like, "No, he stole it," and then he holds up like a check.
Yeah.
Or a receipt, rather. Yeah.
Like, I bought it with money.
uh,
But yeah, a lot of these first arcs are introducing characters, and his parents are comedy characters like anybody else.
yeah.
Primarily that they fight all the time, even though they love each other, and
Yeah.
they fuck up his dessert time.
All Saiki wants to eat is this coffee jelly.
He wants his coffee jelly, which sounds revolting.
Yeah, I
think it
don't.
could work.
But I think it
No.
might actually be like a really like bizarre way of saying like a chocolate mousse that's coffee flavored.
Probably
I don't know,
something
like-
like that, yeah.
Japan seems to love jellies. I remember when I was in Japan, we went out and bought like stuff from a cola machine, and it had jelly inside of it. Inside the can.
That's haunted.
Wait, canned jelly?
No, it was like a soda that had like jelly inside of it.
I don't. What?
Jelly soda.
I don't know
That
how to
doesn't-
explain it other than that it had jelly inside of it.
Like chunks?
I think so.
Ugh.
It wasn't aloe drink. It was like it had chunks of jelly inside of it.
Ugh. What kind of jelly? Like grape?
No, I was thinking. I don't know what flavor it was. All I remember was that it had consistency of Jello.
This is a pointless conversation. I've just
It literally
realized
was over 10 years
this is
ago.
like
so I
this is
cannot-
like asking you to describe a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it was weird. It was this weird slime drink,
Describe this regional soda that no one else has.
and may not
I
don't
even
know.
exist anymore.
Yeah.
It tastes like the soda that I drank.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
Most of these early bits, I assume, are introducing the characters that'll be the reoccurring like archetypes in future comedy bits.
I
So,
have a favorite.
okay. Oh, do you like the dumb boy?
Yes, I love
Yes.
the dumb boy so much.
Because he is an Okuyasu.
He is. He's my favorite.
He has no thoughts.
No thoughts.
I appreciate that Saiki can read the thoughts of a gorilla, but not
Not
not-
Nendou.
Yes.
not Nendo.
Was the thoughts of the gorilla just like,
Yeah, it sounded like
Gorilla
an-
noises.
that's an interesting thought. Can Saiki read the thoughts of American people?
You know
What?
what? He can do a lot of stuff, so I think that he probably could.
Well, it didn't
Yeah.
translate the gorilla noise, so he can't think. He doesn't know gorilla language, so he can hear it, but he doesn't know what it means.
Well, maybe he understands, but we don't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, who are we to ask for the show to translate gorillas for us? We should just be able to figure it out ourselves.
They should have just given the gorilla a perfect Winston Overwatch voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about the design of Saiki? Saiki?
Can we talk about what?
He's got
His
antenna
design.
for some
Oh,
His
reason.
little antenna.
You want to talk about his little deedly bobs that they didn't address?
I want
at
to
all.
talk about his little deedly bobs, and I love the idea of like one of those like YouTube shows where people are described a thing to draw that they've never seen before, and I just want someone to describe Saiki to be drawn.
Because
And I just wanna see that
there's no
fucking,
way
like-
that they'll get it right.
I just want to see the antenna bits just like exaggerated, like homunculus.
Yeah.
Like some sort of horrible growths, even though
Yeah,
he didn't have them when he was born, so they're clearly some sort of fashion accessory.
yeah. I don't know what the point of them are.
some
but
sort.
They're like some sort of Jojo hair clip nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There
Yeah,
did seem to be like a couple of JoJo references in this, actually.
Jotaro was visible. And
Jotaro was there. He's like, I can read this guy's mind, and it was just Jotaro.
It was just a
It was
Jotaro.
just him.
Now, granted, there's a lot of Jotaros in Japan now, since
Yeah.
Jotaro
True.
became a thing.
But this was like very blatantly Jotaro. Like, I don't know.
It's him.
Also, someone had like they would get like stink auras like in JoJo's sometimes, but
I think that,
that's just kind of a thing. I don't know.
yeah, I think they're just using that as shorthand.
Yeah, they are.
But,
It was funny though.
let's see, Riki convincing the gym coach that they had all contracted a fictional disease called bonehead by accident. Pretty good.
Oh my god, I love the image of just like, Saiki is just like, well, I'm gonna like play into this, and when they take his temperature to see if he has bonehead, I'm going to use pyrokinesis to heat the end of the temperature.
The
sensing
thermometer.
device.
Yeah.
Thermometer.
Thermometer.
Yeah, that's the word.
It's
That's
a
the word for
thermometer.
that thing. Okay. Thank you for the help.
You're welcome.
And then they think he has bonehead, and he just has to play along. So you just get the shot of Saiki just laying flat on a stretcher, being
Staring
Just accepting
at
it.
the sky.
just staring
Like,
at
this
the
is my
sky.
life.
Like,
This is my day now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm taking off class.
Because I have bonehead.
He's just
Oh,
thinking.
Bonehead
man.
comes at you fast.
He's just thinking about what he's gonna eat whenever he gets out of the hospital because there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'll go to McDonald's.
He's like, that thermometer must have been broken. Weird.
It was funny how what's the himbo's name again?
His name is Riki Nendou,
Nendo.
Oh yeah.
or Nendo
Nendo
Riki.
was like seeing him literally burn the fucking thermometer.
Yeah.
And, you have bonehead too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. He's perfect.
Riki is more powerful than Saiki.
Yeah.
He is.
His powers are more potent.
Yes. God.
Clearly demonstrated some kind of mind control.
Later on in the episode, his head does turn 360
He does
like an
turn his
owl as
head all
well.
the way around like an owl, and it's
His
gross.
neck just gets wrinkled all up like a fucking twisted
It's just
around.
twisted like a sleeve.
Uh,
And not only that, he turns around all the way the other way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
He's like,
let's
where's
see.
my pal?
The whole segment with the Chunibyo was,
And the snake.
oh god, it caused my
Yeah.
skin to crawl.
I just don't think the snake did anything wrong, and I think that they should have just called animal control.
Well, yeah, it was a snake, and also that
course.
segment really proves that like Japanese elementary students are a fucking menace to both adults and nature.
And
Like, let's
I actually
beat the shit out of this snake.
I did feel quite bad when I saw them throwing the snake around. It
Poor
made me sad.
Poor
Oh,
snake.
poor little snake.
You didn't deserve that.
That happened
But-
to them.
No, cringe culture, is bad a lot of the time. And, I would say cringe is dead. Do it makes you happy. But the exception to that is the Chunibyo.
I don't know about that. I think it also ultimately doesn't matter.
It ultimately doesn't, but what do you know what that translates to? Like what it is?
Oh, I know what that means.
Okay, you know what it means.
Yeah.
It's so potent to the outside observer, though.
Yeah.
You look at it and you're just like, oh god,
I
don't,
thought it
please, I can't
was-
take it.
I was waiting for him to break out the on all levels except physical. I am a wolf.
Yeah.
That's the same kind of energy that this.
Yeah, this,
I don't know.
he had
Ultimately, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I just
maximum.
I
head
kind
burden.
of liked him. Like, he was a fun
I did.
character.
I think he was funny.
He's a very funny character that I can't stand to watch
I
Well,
kind
that
of
sounds
love
like a
him,
you
to be
problem.
honest.
because he makes my spine want to come out.
That just means he's more powerful than you, Magpie.
No.
The moment where the snake is jumping at him and he jumps in front of the girl to protect her, but then on the inside he's like, "Oh God, what am I doing? It's all over for me."
What have I done? You know what, Blackle? I would concede that he would be more powerful than me if he was doing it on purpose.
I think I don't know. It comes across to me like he's just really trying to. Given the view inside his head that we got, thanks to Saiki, it
Yeah.
sounds like he's putting up a front, maybe because
Yeah.
Well, he's like any Chunibyo. It's an easy phase to diagnose where you're just like, oh, you want to be special because the world is unremarkable and often terrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you want there to
Fine,
be more.
he's essentially just a shitty teenager. It's fine.
It's fine, but you are supposed to grow out of
fine.
that eventually, or you will become truly deranged.
Yeah, but he's a high school.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You look at that and you just, you shiver a little bit. You're just like, he'll get over it. Try not to remind him of it when he's an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What you don't grow out of is the shit that girl was on, though.
Yeah, that was. I feel like I feel like the fact that she didn't ever get mad, I feel like. Okay, so that could have easily been that she was narcissistic and okay, for the viewer, this other character, don't know her name. I forgot her name.
I didn't quite get her name. Yeah,
It was
something with a T. I forgot to
it's
write
like
that.
Tahachi or something. I'll look it up.
Anyway, oh no, Kaido is the Chunibyo.
Yes.
Anyway, this girl that
Teruhashi.
she's like, she's
Yes.
like, I'm beautiful on the inside and the outside. And she's just she's just so, what's the word? Not I guess you could say self-obsessed, but in a way that you don't really normally see, where it's
She's incredibly vain, but it's not damaging people outside of her.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
it's
not gonna go up to someone and be super rude to them. She's
no.
still gonna be super graceful, even if they say something cringy to her. She's gonna be like, "Oh, that's fine. I have to go
Yeah.
study."
Yeah.
she has this thing where it seems like she like cannot not believe that she's perfect, but in a weird way that makes it so that she's not toxic.
Yeah.
She's
Well-
just extremely annoying to Saiki.
She's got, because Psyche like knows her inner monologue. So I was about to get into this. This person would be completely normal, and like if I met this kind of person in day to day thought, I would just be like, oh, she's nice or whatever.
Yeah.
To a psychic, she must be fucking repugnant. Be like, oh, because he is just like, oh, she'll draw too much attention because she's too pretty. But that's not the problem I think psychics would have with her. They'd just be like, you are the most pretentious person I cannot
could you-
stand you.
Could you imagine if like I think the idea is that it's almost kind of like a little, it's like almost like a fridge horror. Like what if like you could hear your friend's inner monologue and like they're like they seem well adjusted, but their internal monologue is just like I'm perfect, yay, 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 and just that over and over and over again. I feel like that'd be very threatening.
Oh man.
I don't know. It really depends on like the tone of it, because
Yeah.
Right.
with her, basically her deal is it's just like I'm perfect on the outside, and whenever I speak, I will be perfect on the inside as well because I have to match. Basically,
Yeah.
she has to be perfect, and it's slightly self-motivated as well,
Yeah. I guess it's not so bad.
but it's not so bad.
Yeah. It definitely breaks the trope of like the narcissistic person who's like actually bad on the inside, but like
Yeah.
It's
it
just
seems
rotten.
like her moral system is just like, well, it just has to be the same.
I would really like it if she was, pretty on the outside and had perfect manners, but her inner monologue was just a Cannibal Corpse album, just death metal screams.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's come to think of it, that's just Agritsuko.
I
Yeah, I
was
was gonna
literally
say.
about to say.
I just couldn't conjure the name up so easily.
I don't know. It'd be less irritating if it was like comedic. Like if you could read your friend's mind and there was one friend that was chill and you found out one day that it's just because his inner monologue is just, you're the best around and no one's ever going to take you down. Just on loop.
And then
Yeah.
like every other day it's like, you get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
a psychic. Oh god, a psychic reads my mind and they just hear one single line of a song played 70 times in a row. And they're just like, please
Something else.
stop.
Please make it stop.
If they read my mind, they'd just hear the word bingus over and over again.
True.
Bing.
Yeah. This is true. So all of the characters in this show were like, I liked all of them, to
They're
be
all
honest.
really funny.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I can take of Shun, but
Yeah.
he is really
That's
funny.
Fair.
The
Fair.
subtitles were really shitty though. Like I don't know what, I think maybe it was just my Windows machine that it was running on, but like the subtitles kept going out of sync for me. Like it would like show a subtitle for like half a second.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that didn't happen for me.
Oh, weird.
It seemed to run
'Cause-
perfectly on my end. So.
That's weird because you were streaming for me and
I
the
know, it's weird,
subtitles
I just
seemed
saw-
perfectly fine.
I saw things get out of sync and like a subtitle like only lasts for like a couple of like half a second. It was weird. I don't know.
This must have been because you were running it in like a fucked up setup.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about when Saiki it first encountered, I forgot her name again.
Terahashi.
Terahashi. The background was just like landmarks galore. Like there was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There was like the Sphinx, I think there was just random like landmarks all behind them for no reason.
Yeah, that was part of the theme there that we didn't touch on. I think they were trying to convey a moment of like grand romance.
Oh.
Yes.
But the problem was
Yes.
that he wasn't there for it because
No. He's just another annoying person in my day.
But we didn't really mention it for the viewers, but the punchline of that is that Terahashi ends up believing that she is madly in love with Saiki.
Yes. And she gets so like overwhelmed trying to like get him to pay attention to her that he accidentally teleports.
Yes.
Yeah, he teleports away because he doesn't want to be seen by Nendou.
Hmm.
Maybe Saiki is the tsundere all along.
And yeah, it makes her think that she's seeing him as like
In
a
her,
illusion.
yeah, an illusion. Yeah, and she's like, oh,
She's like,
maybe
am
I'm.
I
What
obsessed
is
with him?
this feeling?
What is this feeling?
This is very good.
I'm just like, oh, in the next episode they're gonna make jokes about how terrible it is to have the admiration of a beautiful woman.
Ah,
If you happen to be a weirdo psychic with deedly bobs on his head.
Yeah.
yep. And it's gonna be funny.
It's probably gonna be a good joke. Yeah, like, would you guys watch more of this?
I I know for a fact that it's on Netflix, so I am going to watch probably all of this at work.
And it's pretty it's pretty snackable too.
It's
Yeah.
very snackable.
Oh my god, Blackle, is that thing you posted it?
It's an example of it when we were talking about the fizzy drinks with jelly inside of it. This is an
Oh,
example of such a thing.
Jelly isn't a
oh.
Japan jelly isn't a
We
flavor.
can't, we can't go back to this. We can't, y'all.
Refreshing carbonated jelly.
It's Japan.
Blackle, while we're talking about the episode, furiously finding the jelly drinks for us.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
I
had
can't
it for a
even-
while.
I can't even like shit talk because I like the Korean yogurt drinks, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
Oh,
don't think
man,
it was bad. It's just unexpected whenever you're like drinking it and then you're like, oh, what is this?
What? Well, I mean, Japan in general loves its weirdo drinks.
Yeah.
Like, it's their favorite. any like weird like snack item they love.
I think in terms of watching this show, to get back on track,
Hmm.
I don't know, like I mean every time we have this question I just have to reconcile with the fact that I don't normally watch media. I think that like it'd be fun to watch this at 2x speed for sure. That'd be great.
Blackle!
You're gonna fuck up the
extremely
comedic
enjoyable.
timing, Black.
Oh, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised how invariant comedic timing is to 2x speed. In fact, it usually makes things funnier.
You just condense things. I don't know. I actually feel that more than because I like don't really watch things in my off time by myself.
Yeah.
Like I play video games in my off time, or I make
Yeah.
art. I listen to a lot of music, basically.
Yeah.
Can't relate, y'all.
Jojo's watching shit all day, every day.
Me with my like 40 days worth or something fucking ridiculous like that of shows that I've watched. How much is it? I don't know. It's too much.
You got to start pulling your weight around here. You got to be one of our correspondents.
I
Yeah.
know. I mean, I've done that. I've reported back on like shows that we've like watched. I'm the one that's actually out here being like, yes, I would watch more of that, and actually watching more of that.
It's
Yeah.
true.
For me, it's just what's the word? Illusory.
Well, maybe I'll fucking do it. You don't know. I'm a wild card. You can't chain me down.
Then do it.
You can't predict what I'll do.
Just do it.
You know I can. I know you.
You don't know me. I say to the shadow magpie sitting over there going, we're not going to watch it anymore. We got other shit to do.
Yeah.
I can't fit room in for this unless I watch it all tonight because I have to start watching fucking Higurashi.
Yeah.
And I got to start my JoJo's rewatch for part
We gotta
6.
finish Ava someday and Mob Psycho. And...
Mob Psycho is doable.
Mob Psycho, we only have 2 more left, but that's only in the first season though, so.
That's true, but we can say we finished it.
We can. We theoretically could.
Anyway, if you listener have just insurmountable watch lists, you can tell us about them. at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
And if you want to prove that you can beat my 46.6 days of anime watched, brag at that on Twitter. We are at One Episode Cast.
Don't push yourself. It's not that important.
Challenge me, nerds.
Well,
I mean, it is a challenge. I mean, if you double dog dared them, they wouldn't have any choice. That's
what if I
the
triple
rules.
dog?
Nobody does that anymore. I've only heard about that in stories.
This is stupid, y'all.
Is this a bit to end the podcast on?
well,
I don't
bye
know.
everybody. I've lost track of what's happening, and I'm too scared to get back on.
Just gonna leave
We're
then, I
being
guess.
All right,
dumb
see ya.
stupid.